HoneyB, let me ask you this. Do you think women think about getting into the sex business?
I think that some women think about getting into the sex business. I don't think that that's necessarily the majority of women. But the one thing that I feel is that for those women who decide to do that, that has to be a conscious decision that they are comfortable with. And just like the guy was talking about, the woman walking around, with certain provocative clothing on, she has a right to dress however she chooses to dress. But the one thing is that a woman must always know what she wants. I'm very clear on the things that I want in my life, but I do think that women have the right to choose to work in that industry if that's what they want to do. I'm not cool with, prostitution not being legal. I think it should be legalized because I think the legalization of it will create a safer environment for the women who choose to work in it.
Wait a minute. Wait. We love. Bring it back. Come rewind. Let me just. You said that you believe that prostitution should be legal. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. 804-345-92 FM. Do you agree with Mary B. Morrison? Do you think prostitution should be legal? Call in with your comments. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook as well. It's the Power of One Voice. This is Sean Anthony. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
I just want to know, is it about the money? If sex wasn't such a big selling thing, would she still want to write about it or whatever she does about it? I think it's all about money because if it wasn't such a big selling thing, she wouldn't even be pressed. I mean,
Well, Mary, you want to respond to that?
Oh, I have no problem responding to that at all because a broke person can have sex all day long. And trust me, if there was no money in it, people would still be having sex all the time.
So are we obsessed with sex?
It's a demand, and it's a demand that's being met. If the demand for sex goes away and nobody's making money at it, people will still be having sex, but you won't see all the videos and all the other things and all the toys and et cetera. So, yeah, it's a business.
So back to the caller's question, he wanted to know, is it all about the money for you?
No, it's not. I don't sit down and write a book and think, okay, I'm gonna make like XYZ off of this book because no. That's me being true to who I am. When I'm writing something, I happen to be able to make a living from what I do. But again, if I tell you the sob sad story, everybody's like, oh, you want to pat me on the back, and so maybe I'm broke because I have the sob sad story, and people care, but they're not putting dollars in my pocket by buying my book. But I write about sex and I make money from it, and then I don't think people should judge that at all because I always look at it like, don't waste your life trying to live my life.
Hey, I like that. We're talking to New York Times bestselling author Mary HoneyB Morrison, 804-345-92 FM. It's the Power of One Voice. This is Sean Anthony. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sean. Good morning.
What's up, Rizzo?
You know it. Madam B. Madam B.
You called her Madam. It's Mary B, man.
I know it's Mary B, but she's a madam. She's a madam.
Rizzo, what's your question or comment, man?
Look, sex is beautiful. I love it. If I'm obsessed with sex, I'm sinning, God gonna have to forgive me.
Well, Rizzo, I mean, you call in the show very often, so I'm a little familiar with you. You're a married man, so what do you say to the person that's not married that still believes in those Christian morals and values?
First of all, I agree with that. I preach and teach my daughter that it's her choice, and I would prefer, and I think it would be better for her to wait till she gets married, and she agrees with that. But this the thing, people are so intimidated about sex, especially with kids. You have to inform them, teach them, educate them. Don't make it so horrible, but let them know that the decisions you make has consequences sometimes.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about teaching and talking and having that line of communication with your children so they're not afraid of sex, but they respect their self.
All right. Rizzo, appreciate your call, man. I got to keep it moving. We got a lot of phone calls coming in. Do you agree with prostitution? Do you think it should be legal? Mary B stated she thinks that prostitution should be legal. Call in with your comments. But I think this one's from Facebook. Erica Monique says, with people having friends with benefits, why not get paid for it? Wow. It's the Power of One Voice. This is Sean Anthony. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I agree with her too. Because most of the time, if you take a chick out, if you're going to an expensive restaurant and stuff, but at the end of the day, you don't spend $200-300. So,
$200 or $300. What kind of restaurant you going to, man? She thinking lobster. I'm thinking Burger King.
oh, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna take no good looking.
That's an old NWA quote, Ice Cube quote, man. But all right, thanks for your call. 804-345-92FM. This is Sean Anthony. Good morning, caller. You on the air?
Good morning, Sean. It's Kareem from Brooklyn, man.
Kareem, what's up?
I'm good, baby. For the previous two callers, the guy said it was all about money. In her defense, I love what she's saying. You got me curious. I'm definitely going to cop a book to see what you're about. And I just feel like you should legalize prostitution because one, it will bring a safer environment. People are going to do it regardless. And as far as the money issue, her doing it for money, when she started her book, she said in the beginning, she didn't expect to make the money or expect her book to be as successful as it was. It started at a black market level, then it grew on its own, and now, it's a frenzy. But still in all, I just feel like if sex is legal, it's just like in Amsterdam with the drugs.
Right.
You will have a better control over it, and then people will have, the females themselves could be in a safe environment as opposed to dating somebody where they could hurt like the that bunny ranch.
Right.
They got in Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, I think it's in Nevada. I don't think it's in Vegas. We were talking about that the other night, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a safer environment for the female, and it's a safer environment also for the males or the trick, whatever you call them, who want to participate in it.
Kareem from Brooklyn, thank you for your call. I appreciate you listening, man. Great points you made, man. It's the Power of One Voice. This is Sean Anthony. Good morning, caller. You on the air?
Hey, about prostitution being legal, man, it pretty much already is when you got women marrying men for their money. That's all they're doing. It's prostitution with a piece of paper saying they're married legitimately.
Wow, so you're saying that women that go after men with money is a form of prostitution? Is that what you're saying?
If that's their definite intent, think about it. If you set out to go after a man with money, if that's your goal, you're nothing but a prostitute.
All right, Mary.
You're not going at it for love. It's for the money.
Mary, do you agree with that statement?
I don't see a problem with going after a guy with money because you know what?
Listen, I should have known you. Mary, I should have known.
Take care of your baby. It's like
I should have known you were for that. You said you were pro-women and all of that, pro-women activists with the picket sign. Thanks for your comment, man. I appreciate it.
it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's the Power of One Voice. This is Sean Anthony.